Welcome back, everyone, to the deep dive. We love to take these deep dives in all sorts of fascinating business topics.
That's right.
And today,
Yeah.
we're going to be tackling one that's absolutely crucial to any successful business.
Yeah,
Procurement.
absolutely.
Specifically, we're going to be looking at
Okay.
how to measure success in this field. And I think one of the most important things we're going to be talking about today is all those cost-saving KPIs.
Definitely.
And
Yeah.
we even have some insights on how tools like Prokuria
Right.
can actually help you get there.
Definitely. Yeah. Procurement is often the unsung hero, of
Yeah.
a thriving business.
It really is.
And
Yeah.
what's fascinating is that top performing procurement teams actually have a secret weapon.
Oh,
They use KPIs effectively
All
to
right.
spend 21% less
Wow.
and operate with 29% fewer staff
That's huge.
than their less efficient counterparts.
Yeah, that's a pretty compelling statistic.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
let's break this down for our listener. We've thrown around this acronym, KPI, Key Performance Indicator.
Right.
But what does it actually mean in the context of procurement?
Well, in simple terms, KPIs in procurement act like a financial compass,
Ah.
guiding you towards cost savings and overall efficiency.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah. They provide, quantifiable measurements
Yeah.
for different aspects of your procurement process,
Yeah.
giving you a clear picture of what's working and what needs attention.
Okay, so it's not just about buying things, it's about buying smart.
Exactly.
But I imagine
Yeah.
there are pitfalls here,
Oh, yes.
right? What happens if you're tracking the wrong KPIs?
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head.
Oh,
Using the wrong metrics can actually steer you off course.
okay.
So, for example,
Yeah.
if you only focus on per employee spend,
Mm-hmm.
you might miss crucial details.
Okay.
One employee
Yeah.
could be managing a large volume of suppliers with lower individual costs.
Yeah.
Right.
While another might be handling fewer suppliers, but with much higher spends.
I see.
Yeah.
So it's not about who's spending the most. It's
There is-
about who's getting the best value overall.
Exactly. That's why it's crucial to select KPIs that align with your specific goals and industry.
Right.
And this is where understanding the difference between cost reduction and cost avoidance becomes really important.
Okay, yeah. So to truly grasp the power of cost savings,
Mm-hmm.
we need to understand the difference between those two.
Yes.
Break it down for us.
Okay, so think of it this way.
Yep.
Cost reduction is like getting a discount on something you're already buying.
Okay.
It's a hard, tangible saving
Yeah.
that you can see directly on your budget.
Right.
Negotiating a lower price on a recurring order is a classic example.
Okay, that's a pretty straightforward concept.
Yeah.
What about cost avoidance?
Okay.
How is that different?
So cost avoidance is more about strategic foresight,
Okay.
taking proactive steps to prevent future expenses.
It's about recognizing potential problems before they hit your budget.
Right.
So imagine investing in preventative maintenance for your equipment.
Okay.
It might seem like an upfront expense,
Right.
but it could save you a fortune in costly repairs or replacements down the line.
So it's like taking your car in for regular oil changes
Precisely.
to avoid a major engine breakdown later on.
Yeah. Or investing in employee training to improve efficiency and reduce costly errors. These are what we call soft savings.
Okay.
They might not be immediately obvious on a balance sheet,
Right.
but they have a significant impact on long-term financial health.
That's a really good point.
Yeah.
This is making me realize how strategic procurement can be.
Mhm.
It's not just about cutting costs. It's about making smart,
Right.
forward-thinking decisions
yes.
that benefit the entire organization.
Absolutely. And to make those smart decisions, you need to track the right KPIs.
Absolutely.
So let's dive into some of the most essential ones that
Okay.
every procurement professional
Right.
should have on their radar.
Hit us with the top KPIs.
Okay, one of the most fundamental is procurement ROI,
Okay.
return on investment.
Mm-hmm.
It's a simple calculation,
Right.
annual cost savings divided by internal procurement costs.
Right.
This tells you how effectively your procurement team is generating value.
So it's like measuring the efficiency of your procurement engine.
Exactly.
How much bang for your buck are you getting?
Exactly. Another critical KPI is price competitiveness.
Right.
This metric helps you avoid relying on a single supplier
Right.
who can dictate terms and potentially inflate prices.
So it's about leveraging your purchasing power
Precisely.
and making sure you're always getting the best possible deal in the marketplace.
Precisely, by comparing prices from multiple vendors and fostering competition,
Right.
you can ensure you're not overpaying and drive better value for your organization.
And this highlights the importance of having a solid pool of qualified suppliers
You're absolutely right.
to choose from.
And that's where a metric like spend under management, or SUM, comes into play.
Okay.
This measures the percentage of your organization's total spending
Oh, yeah.
that's actively controlled by the procurement team.
So a higher SUM indicates that the procurement team has a stronger grip on spending decisions
Precisely.
and can leverage their expertise to secure better deals.
A high SUM means more visibility into spending patterns,
Right.
enabling better forecasting and strategic decision-making.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But achieving a good SUM can be challenging,
Okay.
especially when dealing with decentralized purchasing or what we call maverick spending.
Maverick spending.
Yeah,
That sounds like a recipe for procurement headaches.
it can be.
What exactly does that mean?
Maverick spending occurs when individuals or departments bypass the procurement process
Okay.
and make purchases independently.
I see.
This can lead to missed cost-saving opportunities,
Right.
compliance issues, and a lack of visibility into overall spending.
So it's like going rogue and making purchases without consulting the experts
Exactly.
who can negotiate the best deals and ensure compliance.
And this is where tools like Prokuria can really shine.
Okay.
They can help you gain control over maverick spending,
Yeah.
streamline your procurement processes,
Mm.
and ultimately boost your SUM.
Okay. I'm officially intrigued by this Prokuria thing.
Okay.
Tell me more about how this tool can help organizations like ours achieve these impressive results.
So Prokuria is a procurement software solution
Okay.
designed to help organizations like yours optimize their processes and achieve greater cost savings.
Right.
One of the ways it does this is by making it easier to track and analyze
Cool.
those all-important KPIs we've been discussing.
So it's not just a fancy spreadsheet.
It's far more than that.
Okay.
Prokuria goes beyond basic data entry and analysis. It acts as a central hub for all your procurement data,
Okay.
consolidating information from various sources, including your ERP system, supplier databases,
Yeah.
even market intelligence reports.
So it's like having a superpowered brain
That's a great analogy.
that can analyze all your spending data
Yeah,
and identify hidden cost-saving opportunities
right.
that you might have missed otherwise.
But it's not just about identifying those opportunities, it's about acting on them effectively.
Right.
And Prokuria provides the tools to do just that. For example,
Yeah.
it can help you streamline those RFI, RFP, and RFQ processes,
Okay.
ensuring you're selecting the best suppliers for your needs.
So how does Prokuria actually streamline those processes and make supplier selection more efficient?
Imagine a scenario where you need to find a new supplier for a critical component.
Okay.
Traditionally, you might send out individual RFQs to a handful of suppliers, wait for their responses,
Yeah.
then manually compare bids and try to make sense of it all.
Sounds incredibly time-consuming and prone to human error.
Exactly. With Prokuria, you can automate the entire process. You can create and send out electronic RFQs to a pre-vetted pool of qualified suppliers, track their responses in real time,
Yeah.
and even use built-in tools to compare bids side by side, considering not just price,
Right.
but also factors like lead times,
Right.
quality certifications,
Yeah.
and even sustainability ratings.
So it's like having a personal matchmaking service for suppliers,
That's a great way to put it.
helping you find the perfect match
Yeah.
based on your specific needs and criteria.
But it's more than just finding the right supplier. It's about negotiating the best possible terms and
Right.
driving those all-important cost savings.
Okay. I'm starting to see how Prokuria can really empower procurement teams to become more strategic and data-driven.
Absolutely. And it goes even further than that.
Okay.
Prokuria even offers tools to facilitate reverse auctions, which can be a powerful way to leverage competition and secure the most favorable pricing.
Reverse auctions.
Yeah.
That sounds like a game changer.
It can be.
Tell me more about how those work within Prokuria. Reverse auctions sound like they turn the tables on traditional negotiations.
Yeah.
How does Prokuria make this process work?
It's actually quite simple.
Okay.
With Prokuria, you set up the parameters of the auction,
Okay.
including the product or service you're looking to purchase,
Right.
the desired quantity, and your target price. Then you invite pre-vetted suppliers to participate.
Okay.
What's fascinating is that during the live auction event,
Yeah.
suppliers can see each other's bids
Oh, wow.
and compete to offer the lowest price.
So it's like a digital bidding war where
Exactly.
suppliers are incentivized to undercut each other
Yeah,
to win your business.
exactly. And because the process is transparent and competitive,
Right.
you can often secure much lower prices than you would through traditional negotiation tactics.
This is a great example of how technology can really level the playing field in procurement, giving organizations like ours more leverage and control over their spending.
Okay.
But I'm curious, how do you ensure fairness in a reverse auction?
Right.
What's stopping suppliers from colluding or driving prices down to unsustainable levels?
That's a valid concern.
Yeah.
And Prokuria has built-in safeguards to address those issues.
Okay, good.
Firstly, suppliers are typically anonymous to each other during the auction,
Okay.
which reduces the risk of collusion.
Smart.
Secondly, you can set a reserve price,
Okay.
a minimum price you're willing to accept.
Right.
And finally, you can evaluate bids based on a combination of factors, not just price.
Right. So it's not just about...
This allows you to consider things like supplier reputation, quality certifications, and delivery capabilities,
Got it.
ensuring you're making a holistic decision.
So it's not just about finding the absolute cheapest option.
Right.
It's about finding the best overall value
Exactly.
while ensuring fair competition and ethical sourcing practices.
Exactly. Prokuria helps you strike that delicate balance,
I like it.
enabling you to drive cost savings without compromising on quality or ethical considerations.
This is really making me see how Prokuria goes beyond just tracking KPIs.
Yeah.
It actively helps you improve them. You mentioned earlier that it can even help tackle the challenge of maverick spending.
Right.
How does it do that?
Prokuria can be a powerful tool in combating maverick spending.
Okay.
One way it does this is by providing a centralized platform where all purchasing requests are routed through the procurement team.
Okay.
This ensures visibility and control over spending decisions across the organization.
So instead of individuals going rogue and making purchases independently,
Right.
they're guided through a controlled process that ensures compliance
Exactly.
and leverages the expertise of the procurement team.
Precisely. And because Prokuria integrates with your existing systems, like your ERP or accounting software,
Yeah.
it can flag any purchases that fall outside of approved contracts or pre-negotiated pricing agreements.
So it's like having a watchful eye that can spot potential maverick spending before it becomes a major problem.
Yeah.
What other features help rein in those rogue spenders?
Prokuria also offers features like automated approval workflows,
Okay.
where purchases above a certain threshold require approval from designated managers or the procurement team. This adds an extra layer of control and accountability.
Sounds like Prokuria is like a virtual procurement superhero,
That's a fun way to think about it.
swooping in to save the day and rescue organizations from the perils of uncontrolled spending.
But in all seriousness, Prokuria can be a game changer for organizations struggling with inefficient procurement processes and uncontrolled spending. It empowers procurement teams to be more strategic data-driven
Right.
and ultimately more successful in their roles.
This deep dive has been incredibly insightful. We've covered a lot of ground, from understanding the nuances of cost-saving KPIs to exploring how tools like Prokuria can help organizations optimize their procurement processes
Right.
and achieve significant cost savings.
Yeah.
But before we wrap up, I want to make sure our listener walks away with a clear understanding of how all of this comes together.
I agree. Let's bring it all home for our listener
Okay,
and distill those key takeaways.
let's do it.
So to recap, we started by discussing the importance of tracking the right KPIs in procurement. We explored the difference between hard savings, cost reductions, and soft savings, cost avoidance.
Right.
And we highlighted some of the essential KPIs that every procurement professional should be monitoring, including procurement ROI, price competitiveness,
Yeah.
and spend under management, or SUM.
Right.
Then we delved into the world of Prokuria,
Yeah.
a powerful software solution designed to streamline procurement processes, improve KPI tracking, and even combat maverick spending.
You've done a great job summarizing the key points.
Thanks.
And I think the most important takeaway for our listener is that procurement is not just a transactional function.
Right.
It's a strategic lever that can have a significant impact on an organization's bottom line.
And its overall success.
That's a powerful statement.
It is.
But it's one that we've seen play out throughout this entire conversation.
For sure.
By embracing data-driven decision-making, leveraging innovative tools like Prokuria, and continuously seeking opportunities for improvement, procurement professionals can truly transform their organizations.
Absolutely. And remember, this is just the beginning of your procurement journey.
Oh, that's a good point.
There's always more to learn, explore, and optimize.
That's right. So to our listener out there who is eager to up their procurement game, we encourage you to keep diving deeper.
Yeah.
Keep asking questions and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible in the world of procurement.
And if you're looking for a tool to help you on that journey, Prokuria might just be the secret weapon you need to achieve procurement mastery.
I love it.
But remember, no tool is a silver bullet.
Right.
Success in procurement ultimately comes down to a combination of factors. A deep understanding of your industry, a commitment to continuous improvement, and a willingness to embrace innovation.
Yeah, I think that's a great point to emphasize tools like Prokuria can be incredible assets.
Yeah.
But they're most effective when wielded by skilled procurement professionals who understand the strategic nuances of their field.
Absolutely. It's like having a high-performance race car, you know? It has the potential to achieve amazing speeds, but it takes a skilled driver to unlock its full potential.
Oh, I love that analogy.
Yeah.
So for our listener who's ready to step into that driver's seat and really master procurement, what advice would you give them?
Okay.
What are some of the key things they should focus on as they continue their procurement journey?
One of the most valuable skills a procurement professional can develop is the ability to build strong relationships with suppliers.
Oh, that's interesting.
Remember, procurement is not just about transactions. It's about partnerships.
Okay.
Cultivating open communication, mutual trust, and a shared understanding of goals can lead to better collaboration, improved contract terms, and even joint innovation opportunities.
So it's about moving beyond the traditional adversarial buyer-supplier dynamic.
Exactly.
And forging genuine partnerships built on mutual benefit.
Exactly.
That makes a lot of sense. What other skills are essential for procurement success?
Data analysis is becoming increasingly crucial in procurement.
Okay.
The ability to gather, interpret, and act on data is essential for making informed decisions, identifying cost-saving opportunities, and tracking the effectiveness of your strategies.
This highlights the importance of being comfortable with technology and data analysis tools.
For sure.
Prokuria can certainly help in this area.
Yes.
But it's ultimately the procurement professional who needs to be able to interpret the insights and translate them into action.
Exactly. And let's not forget the importance of continuous learning. The field of procurement is constantly evolving.
Yeah.
With new technologies, trends, and best practices emerging all the time.
That's true.
Staying ahead of the curve requires a commitment to ongoing education, professional development, and a willingness to embrace new ideas.
So it's not about resting on your laurels or assuming you've learned everything there is to know.
Exactly.
Procurement mastery is an ongoing journey of discovery and adaptation.
Precisely. And finally, I would encourage aspiring procurement leaders to embrace a strategic mindset. Yeah. Procurement is not just about buying things. It's about understanding how those purchasing decisions align with the overall goals and objectives of the organization.
So it's about thinking beyond the immediate transaction and considering the long-term impact of your decisions on the business as a whole.
The strategic procurement leader understands how their role contributes to the organization's competitive advantage, its sustainability goals, and even its brand reputation.
That's a really good point. This has been an incredibly insightful deep dive into the world of procurement. We've gone beyond the basics of KPIs and Prokuria to explore the broader strategic landscape of this dynamic field.
It's been a pleasure sharing these insights with you and our listener.
Likewise, and to our listener, we hope this deep dive has equipped you with the knowledge and inspiration to take your procurement skills to the next level.
For sure.
Remember, procurement is more than just buying things.
Right.
It's a strategic function that can significantly impact an organization's bottom line, its competitive advantage, and even its role in the world.
Keep learning, keep innovating.
I love it.
And keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible in procurement.
That's a wrap on this episode of The Deep Dive.
Thanks for having me.
Until next time, happy sourcing.